Hello, ninth grade artist. I thought I'd record a quick video to just demonstrate how I would go about drawing a sneaker. I'm going to be drawing my own shoe today from a photograph that I took of the sneaker in my apartment. But you're welcome to use any photo that you find on the internet. The key here is that you're using the grid method that was outlined in the demonstration videos to get the general proportions, whether it's a low top, high top, long, skinny, and then adding some detail, texture, possibly some color if you have color pencils. But with that, let's get into the drawing. It's going to be a sped up video, so I'm going to do some narration over. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rectangle on my paper that's roughly, I'm just trying to get the length and height to match roughly what the sneaker is. And then I'm going to lightly outline the sneaker within that box. During this time, to help get that outline right, it may be helpful to divide your rectangle in half and half again, just so that you know like where the front, middle, and back is. But before I do any details like laces, even dividing into sections, I want to make sure I have that overall shape correct. If it's a little too smushed in the beginning, it's better to correct it then before you do all kinds of work. So even in my drawing, I noticed that the front toe is a little smushed, so I stretched it back out and made it a little longer. Once I have an outline, I'm going to start to divide that sneaker up into sections. I'm just looking at where each section kind of connects with the outline. And so I'm just dividing it up, trying to match as best I can the curve and angle of each one of those little patches of fabric that were stitched together to make that sneaker. But again, I have not even done the laces. I've only really added the eye holes, the eyelets, where the laces go. Once I have a light outline, I'm going to erase that grid and the box around it, and I'm going to go in and change and start pressing harder and creating a nice solid outline around my sneaker. You notice now that the line quality is way more confident and smooth. It's not as sketchy. It's trying to make this drawing more of a bold outline. I still have not done the laces yet. I'm going to do those right after I go over the whole outline. The first part of laces I'm just going to add is a light X and straight lines. Then I'm going to turn those X's into puffy overlapping rectangles to create that crisscross look where there's one lace overlapping the other lace. Where the knot is, I'm going to actually have to erase a part of the sneaker and then draw in where the knot is and then hopefully kind of fill in around it. Once I have a rough placement of the laces, I'll go back later and make them a little darker, but now I'm just kind of going in and darkening everything. So now that I've got a good sense of the shoe and the sections, I'm going to start to add shading to my drawing. Shading is I'm going to focus on where is it darkest, where is it lightest. And now even though this is a white sneaker, there are a couple of spots where there is a darker shadow. For instance, in the heel cup and then also in the front toe area. So I really want to try and recreate the shading and that transition from dark, medium, light by pressing harder to get a dark shadow and then a medium to get a medium shadow and trying to follow that curve. During this process, I'm also now thinking about adding little stitch marks, little dimples where there are, trying to recreate the texture of the fabric or the leather of the sneaker. Or maybe you're doing a running shoe and there's some waffles in there. I'm also going to add little logos and little brand markers here as well. The last piece of this puzzle, after I've added the logo, is to choose a colorway or a pattern style that you want to use for your sneaker. Think about colors that go well. You want to try to keep it to maybe 2 or 3 colors that go well. In this case, I'm just going to add little pops of teal. Other things I've seen students do, they've done like flames, they've done checkerboards, they've added their favorite anime characters. Maybe it's like a colored camo print or camo pattern or a zebra or like a cheetah print pattern using different colors. any style, any way that you're able to customize that sneaker to make it your own would be amazing. Take that to that above and beyond. When you're finished, the last piece is really just to kind of darken all the lines, take a photograph of your artwork, and upload it to Google Classroom. If you have any questions about this assignment or you need any assistance, please reach out to me over email or Google Classroom. And I hope you all are safe and well and have a great day.